So would you like us to blow up the rest of the universe now? It's one button away.
What's the universe?
All existing matter and space considered as a whole. The cosmos. The universe is believed to be at least 10 billion light years in.
Wow. That's impressive. But what's the difference between universe and this galaxy?
Well, sir, it is a system of millions or billions of stars, together with gas and dust, held together by gravitational attraction.
My mind has been blown. How do you know all this?
I enjoy learning about astronomy.
Interesting. Tell me more.
A solar system is the collection of planets and their moons in orbit around the Sun, together with smaller bodies such as asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. Scientists believe that the solar system was formed when a cloud of gas and dust in space was disturbed.
What about stars?
Stars have different stages. In each stage something different happens. Every star first starts out as a stellar nebula. Stars forming from clouds of gas and dust lingering in space. They can sit for thousands of years before being stirred by the gravity of a passing star. After being a stellar nebula, they become a main sequence star.
What is the main sequence?
The main sequence is the point in a star's evolution during which it maintains a stable nuclear reaction. It is this stage during which a star will spend most of its life. Our Sun is a main sequence star.
You're going to tell me about each stage, right?
Yes. Next is the red giants. A red giant is a large star that is reddish or orange in color. It represents the late phase of development in a star's life, when its supply hydrogen has been exhausted and helium is being fused. This causes the star to collapse, raising the temperature in the core. After red giants is white dwarfs. A white dwarf is the remnant of an average-sized star that has passed through the red giant stage of its life. After the star has used up its remaining fuel. At this point the star may expel some of its matter into space, creating a planetary nebula. What remains is the dead core of the star.
Can I guess as to what is next?
Sure.
Give me a second. It can become a black hole?
Exactly right. A black hole is a region of space that has so much mass concentrated in it that there is no way for a nearby object to escape its gravitational pull.
Wow.
You should also have some knowledge about the HR diagram. Scientists have discovered many different kinds of stars, from dwarfs to supergiants, from main sequence to Cepheids. But up until the early 1900s, there was no general way to classify them. That all changed with the invention of the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, which has become one of the most important tools in stellar astronomy. And you should also know about parallax. The brain subconsciously uses information from both eyes to estimate distances. Because the distance estimates require observation from 2 points, people who have lost an eye will lack this depth perception. A parallax is any apparent shift in the position of an object caused by as the Earth orbits the Sun. Astronomers can observe a nearby star at 6-month intervals, with the Earth on opposite sides of the Sun.
What about the planets?
There are inner and outer planets. The inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The inner planets are smaller than the outer planets. They have a solid surface, thin to no atmosphere, and they have a greater density. Outer planets are a lot bigger than inner planets. They all have rings, and outer planets are just big balls of gases and no surface.
Why was early Earth hit so much more with meteorites than today?
When the Earth was young, the atmosphere was thinner. A thin atmosphere burns through less material as an asteroid is falling. More meteorites impact because there is less friction caused, and thus less heat.
Earth is the only planet in the solar system that supports life, right? Why?
Scientists are fairly confident that life needs water, and enough heat or energy to sustain itself. Water in particular is problematic on Mercury and Venus.
Can you tell me about asteroids, comets, and meteorites? I heard you talking about that earlier.
Have you heard of the asteroid belt?
No.
Asteroid belts is the region of interplanetary space between Mars and Jupiter where most asteroids are found. A rocky planet similar to Mars, except smaller. If the asteroid belt, which is between Mars and Jupiter, were a planet, its features would be a cross or mix between the rocky hard solid body of Mars and the gaseous hydrogen cloud of Jupiter. Comets are a celestial object consisting of a nucleus of ice and dust and, when near the Sun, a tail of gas and dust particles pointing away. An meteorite is a meteor that survives its passage through the Earth's atmosphere such that part of it strikes the ground.
Wow. I don't think I want to blow up the universe. It sounds very interesting. So many things go out there in space. It's crazy.